Well, when it comes to finding a job, military spouses often face big challenges, especially because of gaps in their employment. But one company is working to change that and actually help them.
Yeah, they're doing a great job. VirtForce has seen more than 2,000 military spouses go back to work in the past 3 years by helping them do it remotely. Well, CEO and founder Kimber Hill is here to talk about why VirtForce is helping change the unemployment rate for so many active duty military spouses. Kimber, thanks so much for being with us.
Hello, thank you so much for having me this afternoon.
Well, let's talk about this. First of all, why are so many military spouses unemployed right now?
You know, the frequent relocation is typically the biggest problem in military spouse career progression and career continuity. And I faced it myself. I spent about 8 years in the government contracting industry and working on my education. And when I married into the military, I faced that really overwhelming fear of, oh no, everything I have worked so hard for is slipping through my fingers like sand. And then I landed into remote work. But unfortunately, a lot of other military spouses don't know about remote work. And a lot of employers don't know that the military spouse demographic is the perfect fit for remote roles. So that's where VirtForce comes into play. That's what our mission is. We're here to lower the unemployment rate for active duty spouses just like me by helping corporations and companies fill those remote roles with this demographic.
So you talked a little bit about your personal experience, but how did you discover there was a broader need for this?
When you marry into the military, you start to encounter colleagues of your spouse, and you start to see that, it felt like every single military spouse that I spoke to was either reinventing themselves, had recently lost a job, or was in the process of searching for remote work. And when I would hear about those few military spouses who had found remote work like I did, we both collectively sat down. I remember being at a coffee shop and saying, hey, girl, why doesn't everyone know about this? And so then I created this company where our initial mission was to teach mil spouses about remote work, and it grew like wildfire right before my eyes. I didn't know that there was a broader need until it just exploded right in front of me.
It's so great to hear. So hopefully there are some employers out there that are listening to this. What do they need to know, though, about the untapped talent of military spouses?
That military spouses are a great fit for any remote or location flexible role that you may have. So the military spouse demographic is so culturally diverse, educationally diverse, and when we look at career professions and industries, they're diverse across every spectrum and every industry that you can work in, right? So we can have remote pharmacists, lawyers, we can have CPAs working remotely, we can have directors and executives working remotely, all the way down to the entry-level roles when we talk about gig-based work and when we talk about customer service positions. So I think a lot of employers generally have the misconception that the only remote roles that are available are customer service or virtual assistants and virtual admins. But the reality of remote work, as we've seen with COVID, right? This played out before our entire eyes as a nation. The reality is that the majority of positions can be worked from home. And that's what I need employers to take away. And then when they think about adopting that hybrid model or really playing up remote work as a competitive advantage, they look to the military spouse demographic to fill those roles.
And what a great time now, with the
course.
transition for people working from home due to the pandemic, more people actually having that ability to do so. Yeah. Well, thank you so much, Kimber, for joining us. We appreciate you.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate you as well.
All right, take care.